Hello and welcome to our webinar on embedding compliance in financial services. One of the most challenging aspects of compliance is actually implementing procedures to ensure that all rules and regulations are actually followed across your firm in spirit as well as in letter. The UK Financial Conduct Authority, the FCA, has reminded authorised firms about the importance of truly embedding the rules into their businesses, so both senior managers and more junior staff consistently adhere to them on a day-to-day basis. In other words, compliance can't just be a manual on a shelf or a once-a-year training type of thing. It needs to be part of the company's culture and routines at every level. So my name's Robert Bell, owner of RB Compliance Consultancy and a speaker on behalf of MBL. My background's in law and financial services compliance with over 12 years of consultancy experience. I advise my clients on a range of FCA and GDPR related matters as well. I'm also author of a practical guide to the consumer duty by Law Brief Publishing and guidance on vulnerability disclosure and GDPR for the Money Advice Trust and MALG, and I'll be your speaker in the session today. So we'll cover the subjects that you can see on your screen at the moment, and why is this so crucial? Well, failing to embed compliance puts the firm at risk of regulatory sanctions and also means that the firm isn't meeting its own regulatory obligations. Regulators expect firms to not only follow the letter of the rules, as we mentioned before, but also the spirit behind them. So this includes newer standards like the consumer duty, which emphasises good outcomes for customers, not just box ticking. To avoid fines and reputational damage and to do right by clients and customers, firms must maintain evidence that they are meeting both the literal requirements of the regulations as well as their broader intent. So over the next hour, we'll explore systems and controls that firms can put in place to achieve this goal of embedding compliance in their organizations. This session is aimed at financial services professionals responsible for implementing compliance systems and controls, whether you're a senior manager or accountable for oversight, or a compliance risk officer tasked with designing and monitoring these frameworks. We'll cover the overarching FCA requirements that set the baseline, how to establish effective governance, the roles of risk and compliance functions, and the impact of major regulatory initiatives like the consumer duty, of course, as well as SM&C on the impact that they've had on compliance practices. And throughout, we'll try to use real-life scenarios and some case studies and examples to help illustrate how compliance can break down, or how good systems can prevent them from breaking down.